Inside you, there is a pool of acid strong enough to dissolve a razor blade. It is sitting in a bag made of the exact same material it is trying to dissolve. That bag is your stomach, and it has been quietly fighting for its life since the day you were born, without once mentioning it to you. Let us talk about the acid first, because it is genuinely alarming. Your stomach produces hydrochloric acid. The same hydrochloric acid used in industrial settings to clean metal and process steel. It sits at a pH of around 1 to 2, which puts it somewhere between battery acid and lemon juice, and much closer to the battery acid end than you would probably like. This acid is strong enough to dissolve metal. There are documented cases of swallowed razor blades being significantly corroded after just a couple of hours in stomach acid. Your stomach does this without effort. It is simply what it does all day. So here is the obvious question. If your stomach is full of acid that dissolves metal and your stomach is made of soft tissue, why does it not dissolve itself? This is the part nobody tells you. And the answer is a little bit horrifying. Your stomach is, in fact, constantly trying to digest itself. The acid does not know the difference between a steak and the wall holding it in. It would happily eat through your stomach lining given the chance. The only reason it does not is a defense system so relentless that it borders on obsessive. First, your stomach coats its entire inner wall in a thick layer of mucus, a physical barrier between the acid and the living tissue underneath. This mucus is constantly being eaten away by the acid and constantly being replaced every minute of every day for your entire life. Second, that mucus layer is loaded with bicarbonate, the same compound in baking soda. It neutralizes the acid the moment it gets too close to the wall. Your stomach is essentially running a tiny chemistry experiment against itself, around the clock, just to avoid being eaten by its own contents. And third, here is the genuinely impressive part. Your stomach lining replaces itself completely every 3 to 4 days. The cells on the surface get damaged, sacrificed, and shed into the acid, and brand new cells are pushed up to take their place. You grow a functionally new stomach lining roughly once a week. You have done this thousands of times. You were not consulted on any of it. Think about what this actually means. Your stomach is an organ whose entire job involves holding a substance that wants to destroy it. And its solution is not to remove the acid. Its solution is to simply outwork the acid forever. To rebuild the wall faster than the acid can tear it down every single day with no days off, no acknowledgement, and no end date. When this system fails even slightly, you feel it. When the mucus layer gets thin or the acid gets too aggressive, the acid reaches the living tissue underneath. That is what an ulcer is. A small patch where the defense lost the race and the stomach genuinely began to digest a piece of itself. Most of the time, though, the system just works, silently. While you eat, sleep, worry about completely unrelated things, and never once think about the chemical siege happening in your abdomen. So the next time you eat something and feel absolutely nothing afterward, that is not nothing. That is your stomach winning a fight it has been having since before you were born. Pouring out acid, coating itself in slime, neutralizing the damage, and rebuilding its own walls, all at the same time, all without your input. Your stomach has never once asked you for a break. It just keeps showing up to a job that is actively trying to kill it. And it has not lost yet. If you want to know what else is quietly happening inside you while you do nothing, hit subscribe. We will be back inside you very soon.